So here we are, right at the center of what feels like a scene lifted straight from a real-life romantic comedy. Yeon-Seok and Soo-Bin suddenly becoming the focus of murmurs that fans insist aren't just idle talk anymore. But before we dive headfirst into all that excitement, here's a gentle reminder. What you're about to hear is a mix of playful interpretation and the kind of careful clue tracking fans are famous for. These moments come from variety show footage and sharp-eyed viewers, not any kind of official confirmation. Think of this as affectionate speculation meant to entertain rather than a definitive statement. Now imagine soft, dramatic music rising and an imaginary slow zoom, because our story begins during what appears to be an ordinary day on a variety show set. Games, laughter, photos, and cheerful noise. Completely routine, until a string of tiny details starts feeling a little too romantically aligned. The first hint is almost ridiculously subtle: the shoes. Considering how many pairs people usually own, the sight of two actors showing up in nearly identical neutral sneakers, with the same silhouette and even the same sole design, feels too charming to overlook. Once could be chance. But on the same shoot, with that gentle rom-com vibe floating around, it starts looking intentional. Then comes the second hint: their placement. Variety shows typically spread people out for balance, but somehow these two ended up right next to each other, sharing the same comfortable pocket of space. And when the group leaned back for photos, everyone else tilted outward except them. Their heads moved toward each other naturally, almost as if they'd practiced it. The camera caught it, viewers noticed it, and fans refused to let it slide. Then came the small in-between moments. Teasing that sounded just a bit softer, jokes that carried a slightly warmer tone, shy smiles that stayed for one extra heartbeat. When someone on set pointed out their matching shoes, the laughter that followed felt knowingly amused, and neither one hurried to shut anything down. Online, fans did exactly what they do best, linking each tiny moment into an unfolding romantic narrative. And the way the two of them sat there, taking the teasing with easy smiles, made it seem like they already knew where the story was heading while everyone else was still piecing the clues together. And this isn't the only time in the past year that fans have noticed something. They've pointed out overlapping travel destinations, similar timing at public events, airport photos featuring nearly identical raincoats, and subtle supportive gestures online. Alone, each detail means nothing. But lined up together, they start forming a quietly poetic pattern. Add in the natural comfort they display in interviews and behind the scenes clips, and you get the kind of chemistry that keeps people wondering even without a single official announcement. Of course, at the end of the day, celebrities are real people with private lives that belong to them. Whatever their relationship truly is, only they can define it. This whole story is shared with imagination and kindness, not as confirmed truth. Whether this eventually becomes an actual romance or remains one of fandom's favorite daydreams, the real joy lies in the little things: the shared laugh, the subtle lean, the pair of shoes that suddenly feels meaningful. These are the small sparks that feed fandoms. So here's to more variety show moments, more accidentally adorable details, and more gentle romantic mysteries that make watching everything unfold even sweeter.